Hey now, it's Lil Paulette, and I'm back with the Love and Marriage Huntsville recap. What is this episode called, y'all? Something about feeling protected. I call BS. Anyway, thank y'all for coming back. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and please share the video. Alright, let's get right into it, guys. So everybody is in Houston. It looks like they're about to eat dinner. Stormy and Courtney come in with the baby late. And they say something about the babysitter missed a flight or something. And they're staying at a separate location. So, of course, Bottom Row So makes a comment about Chris making Nell's plate. And he's just surprised or shocked. Or whatever word he used. Who cares? And then MEL asks him, has he ever made Tisha a plate? And he says, of course, when she was sick or something like that. And it's the truth. And he just happy and smirking, you know, in the typical Marsau way. Happy to show the world that he got zero respect for his wife. Look at him. I can't stand his ass. But Tisha was listening. She wasn't butting in. But Tisha was looking like, yeah, I would have heard this too. She did. And then Maurice says something like, you know, you don't never make her no plate. But Marcel had to really hit him with a super fly snooker. And he said, look, I'm not the bad husband brother here. It's you, bro. Then they did the flashback of him saying that stuff about Kimmy, you know, turning over and taking it or whatever. Honey, but before that flashback came up, Reese made sure he said, listen, I don't make plates either. Put that food down and put that head down and started putting that fork to that mouth. Because he already knew what was up, didn't you, Miami Reese? Or as my friends, my content creator, fellow content creators say, no mo. And we all know what was next. And what was that, guys? Cape Snot. Kimmy threw that cape on. I think we all say stuff that comes out wrong. And trust me, I don't disagree with her. What she's saying is correct. Sometimes we say stuff, it comes out wrong. It could sound disrespectful. It could sound mean. It could sound whatever, opposite way of what you wanted to say. But it never fails that Kimmy will put that cape on her knee. And then Melody said, well, if that's how he really feel in his heart and his mind, that's actually more concerning. Mel ain't wrong. It ain't that it came out wrong, Kimmy. You saying like, oh, well, I guess you shouldn't really be saying that out in public. That's what it kind of sounds like. But basically, Mel is right. Is that how he really feels? Because if that's how he really feels, which it seems like it is how he really feels, that's why he said, Kimmy, it's all in your head. Even the way he said it. Kimmy, he like cut you off. It's all in your head. And then the dumbest, I ain't gonna say dumb because Marcel ain't dumb, but the least sensitive brother out of the two, as it seems like, had to pull his coattails and tell him, yo, it's like you saying your back hurt. And somebody else say, no, it's your arm. Or it's your ear. Or whatever he said. Like, it's literally the same thing. You don't get to tell somebody that is in their head. Like, what you're saying is kind of true, but it's the way, it's your delivery, because it is in a person's head, but it's also in their body, and it's something that you can't control. If a medicine is making you feel this way, or if your hormones are making you feel this way. Kimmy, you're older than me, honey. It's time to think that maybe you might want to get your hormones tested to see if you are perimenopausal, because that probably has a lot to do with the libido thing, honey. I hate to say it. I know I call you my little pony and all of that stuff, but we are women of a certain age, and it's not that I hate you or anything, but I don't like the things that you do, and I don't like the way that since season 1 you've been coming at Mel. And the fact that all these so-called millimeters that want to say that you shouldn't be following a channel if you down with Mel. But these are the same people who've been giving you, Kimmy, a pass for 6 seasons. And for 6 seasons, you've been always trying to take Mel down a peg. Yeah, a couple of times you spoke up. But out of 6 seasons, it doesn't even match. So, I'm not down with Kimmy. The same way some content creators are not down with other people that they think don't like Mel. It's the same thing. Hey, we see what we see. Our perception is our perception. Our perspective is our perspective. And I don't think Kimmy is for Mel. I just don't. And I never thought she did ever since season 1, episode 3. Yeah. So Reese basically apologized and said, at the end of the day, he put her in a bad position. So he did never admit or deny that is how he felt or didn't feel in his heart. Of course, like Marsau, he got out of it. But I did peep that Mel looked over at Kimmy's face. And then they show Kimmy in the confessional with the duck lip, like, that face. Like she thought that Maurice was doing something, but I caught that, Kimmy. Unless they edited it out, he never said whether he felt like that or not. So just because he said he put you in a bad place does not mean that he does not feel that in his heart, like Mel asked him. So yeah. Then Nell, N-E-L-L, asked Martel, what's he doing with that ring on? And Tisha's face, she was mortified. She said, is that your old wedding band? I hope I can get a still of her face to show it to y'all. But she literally looked mortified. And y'all want to guess why she looked mortified? Because of all the things Martel has told her about Mel behind Mel's back. And she's shocked because why would you be wearing that wedding ring after all the things you said about this woman? And here go Martel, wishful thinking. That's all. Trying to act all humble and stuff. Why you wishful thinking when you got slow? Why? Ain't she all that? Ain't she the great mother? And she's the this and she's the that and she's the that. And Mel is the dark-hearted liar who cheats on you with several men and all this stuff. Why would it be wishful thinking? It just don't make a bit of sense. And then Nell, you wishful thinking that Mel gonna take your ass back? Y'all went right in and started teasing him. But this is what Mel was telling y'all. She didn't want none of this stuff. And guess who came to save the day? Bottom row So. He said, ain't gonna be none of that today. Come on, So. I ain't mad at you right here. I'm not mad at you. So said, Martel, Holt, Melody Rogers. Mel said, thank you. And then Tisha said to Kimmy in her high voice, look at him learning his lesson. So Courtney and Stormy say they leaving. They got to go back to the airport to take the baby because the babysitter got there. And they staying at another location, and I don't blame them. They said they ain't sharing no bathroom with no grown-ass man. I wouldn't do that either. Y'all could have got a house that every single room had a bathroom in it. That I know for a fact. Every room could have had its own bathroom. Like, why y'all all got Jack and Jill? And I don't believe that the Fletchers was paying for it. And even if they was, they can afford that. Because I've thrown trips and I've done that myself. So I don't even want to hear that. Production. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all couldn't get them a house that had all en suites. You couldn't get a 6 to 8, 10 bedroom house. And even if you couldn't, you should have got 2 next to each other. Because don't nobody want to be sharing no bathrooms. That ain't cool. Ilk. Here come the fake storyline. Marcel, you want me to watch chess? Courtney, hell no. You don't even watch your own kid. Nell, Marcel will not be watching the baby. And then that music. That suspenseful music. And then here we go. That was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. Except it was your lines, your lines, your lines, your lines, your lines. We got to go on with this fake pregnancy and Tisha might have cheated. You know Tisha ain't cheat on you. Cut it out. As much as Tisha get on my nerves, I'm not going to say she cheated on you. See, I don't do all of that kind of stuff because I'm not crazy. I know what it is. I know the real, and I do not believe she cheated on you. I believe this is a fake storyline. But even if she was to come up pregnant, I believe that it would be because your vasectomy that, you know, you still got her pregnant. I do not believe Tisha cheated on you, and neither do you. Cut it out. But for storyline's sake, let's just say that, you know, you got suspicion. Well, the same way Tisha has suspicion, just like Kimmy said, you better have her back and act like you don't believe nothing too. But no, you get right on the platform and question it in front of all of these people after Tisha had your back season after season after season. And this is why I don't like you, because I don't think that's cool. She had your back season after season, because even though y'all wanted to have this as a fake storyline, you still could have just had her back, and you could have said, well, Tisha always had my back, no matter what stuff came out with the big back picture, her mama saying this, because Wanda was the one who was putting out most of the time that you was cheating. It came from Uncle Daddy Wanda. So Tisha always had your back. At least she had it on camera. If she didn't have it at the house, she had it on camera, and you could at least have hers on camera. So that's why we call you bottom row so now. Marsau talking about, why is everybody talking about Marsau and babies? Tisha, who did you tell? That has nothing to do with what's going on right now. And then here come Mel. Oh, Tisha, do you want another baby? That looked like the EP stepping in to help with the fake storyline. That really does. I ain't gonna lie. That all look fake. It all looks fake. So Tisha starts explaining how, you know, she felt sick and she took a pregnancy test because she felt like that last time. Mel, M-E-L, has no type of judgment on her face, and she's listening like any other girlfriend would. Like, okay. My Little Pony got the cringe look on her face, and Martel and Maurice are acting like, you know, high school boys, jumping around and all of this stuff. But see, here you go, showing just how much Kimmy is a male identified chick. How she instantly thought like a man instead of a woman, being a nurse, because every time Tisha brings up that it's possible that, you know, it didn't take, she'll say that's true. But she should have been the person to bring that up every time. She's the nurse on here, but she never ever educates people. I cannot stand that about you, Kimmy. You never educate people. You never use your RN. You're a registered nurse. Do you know how much I love registered nurses? And you make me so ashamed. You make me so ashamed. Because I just got my LPN. I never went, you know, got my registered. I never went and took my test to be a registered nurse. But at the same time, you could be educating people. I'm not saying you need to sit down and write a dissertation, but just saying, okay, well, I know for a fact that it's not 100%. The same way you said you can understand him having some feelings about it, it's the same way you could have said, however, your favorite thing to say, it's not 100%. Or you could have said, it's 100%, but however, I understand why he would feel that way. At first is what you said. How it feel that way at first. Okay, well, at first has already passed, Kimmy. That's already passed. So why is he still feeling that way? I don't like it. I don't like it. Tisha asked Marcel, do you trust me? He said, I don't trust why you took birth control. Birth control is not a pregnancy test. When Tisha said that she didn't give Marcel any reason not to trust her, was that Kimmy who said taking a pregnancy test? See, that's what I be talking about. Girl, you need to go on and get your surgery. Get rid of your vajayjay and get you a penis. And there go Mel, came right to Tisha's rescue again. You ain't about to make it about that. It is a small percentage of people that could get pregnant. She ain't cheated on you. Now leave her alone. See, that's how a friend do it. That's exactly what I would have did. Ain't no way I would have sat there talking about, hey, you took a pregnancy test. Oh, but you got a vasectomy. You know, all of this stuff. Well, you know your friend didn't cheat. Cut it out. You know Marcel is just being Marcel, My Little Pony. So he tried to pretend like Tisha's gaslighting him, and he can't believe guys in the world believe this, and that a vasectomy is not 100%. And when Kimmy does finally speak up and say that's a true statement, he says he gets that. That don't even make no sense. As usual, Marcel, you talking in circles. So you trust in modern science versus your wife, and she ain't even pregnant. So the ladies go to the hot tub, and Stormy's not there, I don't think. And Mel said that one of her biggest regrets is to have 4 kids by a dude that never made her have an orgasm. And I definitely believe that. I know that there was people saying, oh, Mel's just bitter, that's why she's saying that. Y'all are crazy. It is so many women that never had an orgasm. So many of them. About 10 to 15% of women have never had one in their whole life. And surveys suggest that up to 1/2 of women are not satisfied with how often they even reach orgasm. So sexual response involves the mind and body working together in a complex way. Both need to function well for an orgasm to happen. So there you go. And I am also a love coach, been a coach for a long time, been talking to so many different women all over the world, so many different cultures and races and just everything you could think of different. And they all say the same thing. A lot of them have never had an orgasm, especially not with the man that they're married to. That is not uncommon. So I do get it. It'd be like that sometime. I'm sure she had one since then. That's how she knows the difference. So the ladies were like, come on, Mel. No, you had to have, stuff like that. And Mel's like, no, I really didn't. And, that's not at the forefront, and it wasn't at the forefront in our relationship like it is for Maurice. Like we know for him, it's at the forefront. And of course, what happens? Kimmy puts that cape on, cape snot, and here she come. Shh. Here I come to save the day. Just like Mighty Mouse, y'all. Kimmy goes on to tell the girls how she felt unprotected. She explained other things that Maurice had said in the interview, and I definitely get that. Because, what about her? You talking about Kyra is this and Kyra is that, but what about Kimmy? And here go Tisha. I don't think he realized what he was doing. But Kimmy got her together real quick. It doesn't matter. That's right. It doesn't matter. Because like she said, once I tell you, you need to straighten it up. Tisha says she taking a step back and she looking at situations because she blindly trusted Marcel. That's right, Tisha. That's right. Then production. I love production for this. Y'all show all these flashbacks of all the times that Marcel did not protect Tisha, or he made her look like a fool as far as like allegations and things. Yeah, that was good. NELL asked Tisha, did she think Marcel was just, joking or whatever? Do you believe him? And Tisha's like, yeah, I believe him. And Mel's like, yeah, and that's the thing. Women don't listen. We hear what we want to hear. And she is so right, because a lot of times men tell the truth and we think they're joking. They can say, yeah, I just effed this girl around the corner. And then we be laughing and stuff. And he really did just do that. And I noticed that when Mel was saying it, the look that Kimmy had on her face was the typical look of some dudes sitting around while chicks are talking about the things that they do. Like she was very uncomfortable. She is such a man. God, Kimmy, you are so disappointing. So they show the fellas outside and, they go back outside and start playing dominoes, sit at this table, this little, poker looking table, and they start talking about it again. Marcel asked them what they would do, and Chris says, how about communicate? And Martel jumps in. Under what grounds would she be taking a pregnancy test if Marcel can't produce kids? Dodo bird, vasectomies are not 100%. You were just sitting at the table. Do I gotta put some clips from paternity court up for y'all to see? Do I gotta send y'all some links so y'all can know that it doesn't always work when you could just Google it like Tisha told you? And look at Martel throwing Tisha under the bus. Marsau said, do you think it's more probable that your wife cheated or that the vasectomy failed? And Martel, cheated. Yeah, cheated. Like, he is terrible. You hear this, Tisha? I hope you watching this, Tisha.
We can look at the stats right now. I'm telling you, I'm saying the stats right now. That's called probability.
Now, that's Maurice. He say it's called probability. Come on now. Y'all know Tisha didn't cheat. Then Martel jumps his butt in that confessional, still on that same BS, talking about women are good. Now, I'm looking up the stats, right? So it says, according to medical news today, 1-2 out of every 1,000 females whose partners had a vasectomy get pregnant in the year following the procedure. The American Urological Association says the risk of pregnancy after a vasectomy is about 1 in 2 million, it looks like. A vasectomy is considered to be 99% effective against pregnancy, which is the highest percentage achieved by any form of birth control other than abstinence. However, sperm may be able to get into semen for several months following the procedure, and the longer the time lapse since the vasectomy, the less likely it will happen. Most reports indicate that following a vasectomy, a couple has a less than 1% chance of getting pregnant. Only 1 to 2 in 1,000 men have a vasectomy that fails. This usually happens in the first year following the procedure. So, there you go. But like we keep saying, we don't think it's real anyway. But there are also ways that a vasectomy can reverse itself. This means one vasectomy will reverse itself in every 4,000 cases. A reversal happens when the vas deferens reconnects after successful surgery and an effective post-vasectomy plan. So it's kind of like, I guess, when the tubes grow back when you get a tubal ligation. I'm not sure. But something like that. So there it is. I know y'all not about to have this whole storyline where you think Tisha cheated on you because of this pregnancy. Please don't let this keep going, because it's very unbelievable. And I don't like the way you portraying Tisha. I'm going to need Uncle Daddy. I'm going to need you to get in Marsau's behind, please. I need you to get in his behind. I don't like what he's doing to Tisha at all. It's not cool. Much as she get on my nerves, it's still not cool. And I don't like when people do stuff like this, especially some dude supposed to be your damn husband, and the dude that got all these allegations out in the street about him. That just make us know more that you did do all the things that everybody's saying about you. That's why you quick to believe that she would do it. That's right, Tisha. The one time he had the opportunity to ride for you like you ride for him, he let you down. And he gonna say that you're gaslighting him, but he's actually gaslighting you. That's why he's like, I'm sorry, Tisha. I know proportions. I know medical science. I know this. I know that. But you don't take into consideration your life with somebody. When you find out about something about somebody, the first thing a person does is take into consideration everything they know about them. That's why immediately a person says, no, they wouldn't do that. Because they don't know them to be that person. They know them to be the other way. But not you. You were quick to say, yeah, my wife's a cheater. Tisha said, who the F do you think I am? Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? That's right. Tell him, Tisha. No Mo overheard them in the hallway. He come knocking on the door. You ain't never heard a husband and wife have an argument? Talking about he heard a commotion. You heard a husband and wife having a damn disagreement or an argument. And Tisha says she not sleeping in the room. She leave out, and Reese start talking to her, talking about he understand each person's perspective. But the look on Tisha's face is like she trying to hold in her laugh. And of course, Marsau come out talking about, we not doing this. You ain't nobody daddy over here. Your kids at home, Negro. Marsau talking about he don't need this, he don't need this. And Reese said, I'm talking to Tisha. Then Tisha did the high voice. No, this is our conversation. Uh-oh. And they kept on talking. So Maurice did his regular thing of, kissing butt and saying, oh, what he really meant was, and Tisha says she get it, and she about to go take a shower, and she ain't sleeping in the room with him, basically. You know what I'm saying? Basically. I'm gonna give you a hand clap for this, even though I don't believe that this is real, but for the sake of the storyline, I'm gonna give you a hand clap, a round of applause. Tisha. Then Reese goes in the confessional and say he wouldn't want to trade places with Marsau because he can only imagine all the thoughts going through his head. And I'm sure you can only imagine because y'all have the same thoughts because y'all are brothers. Except for you have a little bit more empathy when it comes to Tisha. You just don't seem to have it when it's Kimmy for some reason. Then they say 2 hours later, you see Martel at 2:30 in the morning opening the door for somebody because Reese is downstairs being greedy. And he caught him and he walking down the hall trying to see what he could see. But then they must be coming out the room to come to the kitchen. So he got to run to get out of there so they don't see that he sees them. That is so funny. He said it was somebody he never seen before. Y'all think it was Slaw? She could have a fake ponytail on the back because her hair ain't thick like that in the back. But that the way that hairstyle was in the front, that could be Slaw, but not the hair in the back. That's not her. They didn't go in the kitchen. They went back by the door. Maybe they went to her car or something. But that does look like a fake ponytail. And Martel gonna have the nerve to ask Reese what he doing up like he a child. It's 2:30 in the morning. A lot of grown people are up, sir. Even a lot of kids. Y'all, does this fool have on a good dad's club shirt? Marsau snot. You got to be kidding me. Talking about a gaslighter. Slowtail come over to ask Marsau. Marsau sitting in the room like somebody stole his bike, And they talking and he tells him, how Tisha didn't sleep in the room, and that's game because, Martel says, yeah, she mad at you for not trusting her. That's game. That's game, really? So now Tisha's this big cheat. But Martel had some good questions. Have you seen any changes, some different activities? Like, why would you say that? Even though last night you was egging him on, Martel. Tisha told Kimmy that she definitely slept in another room. She was tired. She didn't want to hear nothing else. But I could have sworn she was the one trying to talk to him when she came in the room. I don't know, y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought she was saying, Marsau, what's wrong? And like trying to get him to talk. Okay. So yeah, I think you just made my point. You really think that Tisha cheated because you cheated. So that tells me that you are a cheater, because every person that I ever met that is a cheater, they automatically assume that the other person is cheating when they are not. Everyone I've ever met, woman or man, they all act the same way. They all act like everybody's cheating because they are. And they accuse people whenever something goes down. They are quick to accuse you, even though all the evidence is on them. Because they think it's only a matter of time because of how they are. And that's you, so. Oh, goodness. And Kimmy, she had to put that cape on again. That's why I was like, okay. Because Kimmy had to put the cape on again. And we all know men can't handle it. Men are weak in the mind. They are not strong when it comes to stuff like that. That's why they can't have babies. They can't rock with it. Even when you see kids when they little girls are stronger than little boys. Not physically, mentally. That's how it is. But that don't mean you get to cheat on me and I don't get to do nothing if I want to. Now, if Tisha did do something, good for her. Because you deserve it, Marsau. You deserve it. If she did something, you deserve to feel every ounce of pain. She went through 6 seasons of hearing things, and according to Kiki, even before the show, which we know because we seen the heart picture thing, on the reunion. So she been going through this for years. So you deserve it. And Martel instigating. I knew it. You were gonna be instigating. Tisha looking good. She just a little skimpy. She be out the house. Yeah, she's a possibility. Yeah, she might be doing something. And Marcel, oh, Sky's in her DMs. I would never do that to you. Yeah, because that's what the women are saying to you. That's what's happening to both of y'all. The cheater said he guarantees him that 99% of wives ain't faithful. Says the unfaithful man. So typical. And I was talking about them Dustinas a few minutes ago, y'all. So basically, Kimmy talked Tisha off the ledge, the fake ledge. And now she's going to try to see his side of it because she wanted the trip to be a good trip. And she's going to try to brush it off. Marsau said he just don't even want to deal with it. He just feels like, it's just so much. All the possibilities. She doesn't love me and someone's in her DMs and they were telling her they would never treat her that way. And oh, woe is me. Woe is me. You cannot act. Cut it out. Okay, so the Fletchers, they start getting a room together because they're going to have some team building exercises. And Nell tells about Kiki calling and how she invited her to come. And Chris is like, oh, if she comes, it's going to just end the whole trip. But then I understand that part, but I did not like when he said we've been having a good time. No, y'all haven't. Tisha and Marsau been arguing. It's just the first day of the trip. Just like Martel just said. And they didn't even sleep in the same room together. So y'all was not having no good time. Cut it out. I can't. Shut up, Paulette. And Nell said Kiki want to be a part of it. And he talking about he think it's going to make them look bad. Look bad? To who? Tisha and Marsau? Because you new to the group? I thought y'all been hanging out at Black and all that stuff. And she was part of the group before you was. So what's wrong with her coming? She said she was coming to apologize. Because if it was me, I wouldn't be coming to apologize for shit. How about that? For shit. And she better be glad it wasn't me. Because I would have did more than splash some water on her. Kiki didn't even pick the cup up. I would have picked the cup up and dumped it on her like a damn bucket. Like Nell said, they mentors to everybody. See, I'm not. Yeah, Chris, that was messed up. You gonna tell Nell, no, you need to figure it out because you invited her. You acting like she just like one of us, a content creator, and Nell just invited her to come to the damn trip like she ain't on the show. And you already know the backstory as well. You know that Tisha and them came to Mel and Martel talking shit about that girl. You know that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Now I'm changing my opinion to you. I know all this stuff came out about Kiki and all that stuff, but that's not me, y'all. I'm loyal. I don't change up on people. I like Mel. I like Kiki. I like Nell. And that's who I like. I like Stormy too sometime. That's who I like until I don't like them no more. Oh, here you go, Chris. So it's okay for Martel to sneak somebody in, but it's not okay for Kiki to come. Oh, that don't matter. Now, I know to me it don't matter about Mel either because I'm sure Mel don't care. And I understand that, as Mel's friend, Nell might think it's disrespectful, but I don't. Mel don't give a damn. To hell with Martel, whoever he bringing there. But at the same time, you can't sit around acting like Kiki can't come and she's on the show, but this 304 can come. You're a typical Dusty too, Chris. And at the same time, Chris, you say that it wouldn't be none of nobody's business, but you know damn well Martel would not be able to handle it if Mel showed up with a guest. If she showed up with a +1, Martel would not be able to handle it, and he'll be saying it's meddling in his face. You're corny. I'm mad at you, Fletch. Oh my goodness, guys. So that was the end of the episode. Kiki showed up. They showed a little recap. Kiki showed up or whatever, and they showed them being upset about it, and Kiki saying she ain't nobody gonna dictate where she stay at. But yeah, they kind of can, because it's not your place, Kiki. But I did see you in a later part of it still there, so I'm happy that you was still there. Well, y'all, I just think that these episodes are not getting better, and I can't wait for the reunion. And I don't even think I'm gonna be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville no more, because it's exhausting. It's too much mess, and you can't be your authentic self and still have subscribers. It seems like if somebody disagrees with Mel in any kind of way, then people don't want to subscribe to them and stuff. And I think that's messed up. I think that is messed up, because what is the point? You're a content creator. You're supposed to be saying your opinion of things. You can't change your opinion because the people who are watching you don't like it. Like, you're not going to agree with every single thing. You just not. My goodness. But anyway, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a great night. It was something I meant to tell y'all, but I can't remember, so I'll probably make another video about it. All right. Peace, y'all. Gang, gang.